Here's what you have to know about the home buying process. Hi, my name is Gustavo Larrea. I'm a local real estate agent in Long Island, New York. I've worked for Douglas Elliman, and what I'm going to do today is teach you a little bit about the home buying process and what you need to know. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to figure out what your finances are, what your budget is, how much you want to put down. And one of the things that is going to help you with that is getting pre-approved. Now, the pre-approval process is pretty simple. What you want to do first is find a lender. And generally, if you already have a real estate agent or are looking for a real estate agent, they're going to be able to help you out with that. What you want to avoid is going online and doing those, quick online things that give you those really shady pre-approvals. You want to stay away from that. You want to have a professional that knows what they're doing and can help you through each piece of the way. So here are the documents that you're going to need to provide. You're definitely going to have to provide your last 2 years of W-2s, all right? These are your taxes. They want to see that, obviously you're well employed and you're making an income. Again, you'll probably need your last 2 paychecks as well, this way to verify that you're, still employed as well. Anything that you have as far as investments, they're going to want paperwork on that because these things can help you. And then basic stuff, identification, all that wonderful stuff. So these are things that you definitely want to get prepared for yourself. If you have a spouse, you definitely want to get their stuff. Whoever is going to be on the mortgage application, they're going to need documents from both people. There will also need your credit score because that is going to help you as well. So the next thing you're going to need is you're going to need a real estate agent. So what are the things that you should look for in a real estate agent? Well, you want to make sure above anything else that they're friendly, that there's someone that you like and that you connect with. Because simply put, you're going to be in a long transaction with them and you want to make sure that you get along with them and that, you enjoy their presence. The next thing you want to look at is you want to look at their reviews. Check out their Google reviews, check out their Zillow reviews. You want to know what other people are saying about this person. If there's a lot of bad reviews, you don't want to work with them. Obviously, if there's good reviews, they are somebody you want to work with. Look at what type of value that this person is bringing to you. Are they educating you? These are like little things that you can look at as well. So now the last thing you want to look at is, their experience. How long have they been in the business? Honestly, this is 50-50 for me personally, because I've seen agents that are in the business 30 years that are just very unpleasant to be around. And I've seen agents that have been in the business, less than a year that, they're working with their company and they have that experience behind them. But at the same time, they're very friendly, they're very personable, and they're working with many people and many people like them. So it goes 50-50. That really just depends on your preferences. One of the things that, as far as experience goes, is I like to ask them how they're dealing with this market. All right. So if you're in a seller's market, you want to see, how they're negotiating to get the best price for their sellers, as well as buyers. And you want to make sure that, that they have the negotiation skills to really back up, everything else that comes along with being a real estate agent. So the next thing is you want to know what your criteria is. All right. If you go up to a real estate agent and said, hey, I just want in the area, I don't care how much, that's not going to work because that's not going to help you. If somebody sends you 100 homes, are you really going to look at 100 homes? Definitely not. So you want to know your criteria. Very simply, what's your budget? How much do you want to put down? You want to know how many bedrooms and bathrooms that you want in the house. You want to know what area you want to live in. You want to know things about the neighborhood. So once you got your criteria down, you send that to your agent. He's going to give you a customized list of homes, and then you pick out the ones that you want to go view, and you start looking. And that's going to take us to the next part where you find a home and you start making offers. Okay, so you found a home. It's the perfect home for you. Now we got to make an offer. So the number one thing is you want to look at a couple of things. You want to look at what the other houses in the area are selling for. You want to know if there are multiple offers on this property. You want to know if it's in demand or if it's not. And you want to also, do your due diligence on the area. Just make sure that, everything's good. If there's like a lot of homes for sale in on the same block, that's usually a red flag. But again, these are things that you need to take into consideration when making your offer. Now we go into the offer itself. All right. You do not want to, overbid on something if there is not a lot of activity or action on that property. And you certainly don't want to underbid if it's the opposite situation. You need to come in a number that you're comfortable with, number one, and number two, that leaves you room to negotiate. Okay, now here's the best part. Your offer has been accepted. Now what do? So it's real simple. Your offer's been accepted. You guys have worked out the terms, and you're ready to move forward to the next step, and that next step is inspection. So what you're going to do is you're going to hire yourself an inspector. Personally, you need to have an inspector that you can trust, and honestly, the best inspectors will always come from your real estate agent. They have a team behind them that they work with all the time, and again, these inspectors know what they're doing. They work with the real estate agents all the time, and they do their due diligence. And me personally, I work with an inspector that will actually walk you around the house and show you the things that are wrong and show you the things that are good as well. All right, so the next thing you want to do is you want to get yourself a lawyer. The inspection is done. You're about to go under contract. You're going to need a lawyer. All right. Now, your real estate agent has a team of lawyers behind them, and the reason you want to always use his team is because from the moment that you sign the contract until the time of closing, it could be up to or more than 90 days in order to close. Now, this can be greatly and significantly decreased if you have a good team behind you that can move things a lot quicker. And this is the reason why you want to use the real estate agent's lawyer. All right, because again, they're going to be able to make everything a lot quicker. Now, if you're not comfortable doing that, you can always use your own lawyer. For all I know, maybe they move quick as well. But generally, what I find is when you use a team, it works a lot faster. So the lawyer's going to, do all the paperwork. They're going to make sure that they do their due diligence on the property, that everything is good to go. Then they're going to give you their paperwork, and you're going to sign that contract. Now, before we go on any further, I just need you to hit that like and subscribe button. It definitely helps me on the algorithm on YouTube, helps me to provide more videos. And, obviously, if I'm giving you value, definitely hit that button. All right, so you've signed the contract. Now it's in the mortgage lender's ballpark. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to fix in to get the house appraised. Once the appraiser goes in, they're going to take a look at the property. The appraiser's job is to make sure that the bank is not overpaying for the property, and that the offer that you put in is legitimate with the comps that are selling in the area. So now, once that comes back in, now we got to get the commitment letter, right? So your mortgage lender is going to take care of all of this for you. Once they send that in, it comes back. Basically, the mortgage commitment letter is letting you know that the bank is committed to backing you up on the offer, and will be releasing the finances shortly. Once that's done, they're going to go into getting the survey done. making sure that the property is good, that there's no encumbrances, and they go through everything once again. So now one of the last things and one of the last steps that you're going to go through is title. So what the title company does is they're going to make sure that there's no liens on the property. They're going to make sure that the property lines are secure and there's no overlapping fences or any encumbrances or anything like that. So that's what their job is. And a lot of people don't realize is that you can use your own title company to do these things. You don't have to use the one that everybody recommends. Just like all this stuff, you don't have to use everything, but it's always better to use the people that your agent has, just because things will move a lot faster. So once your title is good to go, then you're pretty much at the tail end. Your mortgage bank is going to release the funds. And just so you know, before they do this, they're going to do another credit check on you to make sure that, you're still, have your job and that, you're still making that income. What I find is a lot of times during this process, people will switch jobs or they'll make gigantic purchases, and this will affect their credit score and it messes everything up and they end up paying higher prices. So here's my advice to you. Do not make any big purchases during the home buying process. You want to keep your job. You want to stay there. If you're planning on leaving, wait till you close, then leave your job. Now the last part is closing. This is the easiest part. Basically, closing, depending on when everybody shows up, usually takes on average about an hour. You show up there, your lawyer's going to be there, your agent's going to be there, depending on the agent. I always show up. But we're all going to be there. And again, your lawyer's going to take you through all the paperwork. You're going to sign everything. The bank is going to hand everybody the checks. You're going to have your checks available as well. All the money is going to be exchanged right then and there. Title's going to be exchanged, and you're going to get the keys to your home. And what I do for all my clients is I give them a little present as well. So that's it. That's the home buying process in a nutshell. It gives you a lot of detail. And again, if you're looking for a real estate agent and you're in Long Island, you can't do any better than me. Feel free to check out my Google reviews. And, again, I give everybody as much value as you see on these videos. That's the value that I give you in person. So I'm here to help you in any way, shape, or form. And even if you're working with another agent and you just got questions, feel free to DM in the comments or feel free to reach out to me. My number's always around. Thank you so much. Have a great day.